1980. And we have been working many years to visualize and denounce the Moroccan occupation of Western Sahara. We are so glad to be here today supporting the activists on occupied territories, and we hope that we will be able to do this year after year until the freedom of Western Sahara.
Thank you. Along with the CAPS, so the Novak Institute of Nonviolence it has been working also in Sahara for almost a decade. And the main line of action are basically supporting and strengthening the human rights defenders. Some of them are in the room. And also to denounce the abuses from corporations that are actively helping this colonization in the occupied territories. So we also, as Novak and as a CAPS, promote and promote exchanges, and develop networks in the region also for the human rights movement to find help and support in other countries, sometimes facing the same situation, for example, with Palestine. Today we're here because, as Hassana, Nora, Tony explained, this monitoring and reporting is putting all the human rights defenders at risk, not only them, but also their family, the potential support they can have, and it's making their life impossible. You can see the details in the report, but you have to understand that without them, we would not have this data. We would not know anything of what's going on there. And I really would like to say that the work they do under these circumstances, and I see the faces of the people we are talking about in this room, is admirable and really should inspire us all, also inside our own movement and organization. This level of solidarity and organization, really, thank you. So that would be the first thing. And then we're here as a CAPS and Novak also because we think that we cannot wait for this data to come to us. We, as human rights organization, as citizens, as civil society, we have to help getting it, organize it, and make it visible. So we would like to insist on the fact that this report exists also because the international solidarity is making it possible. Because we think that international law is applicable to everyone. We see what Morocco is doing to silence this opposition, not only in the occupied territories, of course, where even if it's where they are suffering it the most, but also at the international scale in these kind of spaces. Right now, at the same time, they are having their own side event just to have space and take the space. We see how journalists, politics, unions, organizations are systematically deported from the occupied territories and forcibly sent back. We see how hard it is to have public support and even rent a venue like this on this topic without facing the Moroccan aggressive lobbying. So we think that this impunity must stop. We think that this violence and harassment against human rights defenders must stop. And we also think that it won't stop if we don't make it visible. So, as my colleague said, since 2015, the Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights has been denied access to Western Sahara, as a lot of other people, even if the territory is occupied by Morocco since 1975. Every year, lots of organizations, international, local, are proving with obvious human rights violations, abuses, and denouncing what's going on. An international independent mechanism should exist to make it visible. To make also Morocco and its accomplices accountable for what they are doing. But until now, nothing. Meanwhile, human rights violations keep happening every day. So as Tony explained also, compiling all of these violations in a regular, systematic annual report is a unique experience led by the Sahrawi human rights defenders that, as Novak and ACAPS, we've been supporting for years and that we will keep supporting. This, we feel that they need to feel this support. They need to feel that what the great work they are doing matters and that they are not alone. The role of international community at the NGO level and at the state level is to speak up and break the silence that make the colonization of Western Sahara possible. This report is proving that the situation is getting worse. Nora was explaining it because we are entering the phase where Morocco is increasing its business there in order to force the annexation and make it more complicated for Western Sahara to obtain its independence or even organize a referendum. Those of us that have the chance to be outside of these occupied territories need to be their voice to denounce this. We also need to organize between us with some discipline and the same discipline that the settlers of this world are using to control and collaborate. As ACAPS and Novact, we wanted to tell that the resistance will keep going and getting stronger and stronger, and that's what's happening with our resistance. We will keep supporting it despite the risk. We would like to encourage all of you to help us mobilizing the opinion, to put pressure at the international level and demand accountability. We can all play a role in this. I know that you feel that it's very blurred or not very concrete, but it's really very easy. Like just sharing the information, following Sahrawi social network accounts, participating in action, reading books, reading this report, and also just not going on holidays in Dakhla as if it was part of the Moroccan territory. We would like to say that the role of NGOs is to defend international law and mechanism as a guarantee for peace for all of us, especially when it's threatened and under attack as it is today. Even if recently colonizing territories have become once again very fashionable, we are convinced that many people of this world do not agree. We invite them to speak up whenever possible and join the movements that are trying to fight for fairer and more decolonial societies. Thank you very much.
Thank you.